Hi, good day. My name is James with Growth Stack is Odoo official partners in Nigeria. In this short video, I am going to show you how to use point of sale on the Odoo 15 ERP. Now, so you need to log into the system. Once you've logged in, you'll be able to see the point of sales if the administrator has given you access to the point of sale. Now open the point of sale, and then once you open the point of sale, you can now see the different shops available, or different tills available, or different cash points available in your company. So I'd like to open up the Lekki shop, and then I'll use it to show you how to sell. By the way, I am using Odoo 15, and then this is the community edition. All right, so to start, you open the shop with new session. Then once you open this, when you click on new session, you give it time for the system to populate the point of sale with products and other relevant information. By the way, Odoo allows you to sell on the POS without internet access, but that of course depends on the configuration on the system. Right, okay, so once you open the point of sales, it brings you to the opening cash control. With the opening cash control, sometimes you open up, you will see some cash here. That means this is the last cash sales as at your last selling session. Now, so but what this place means is that if you are being given a change, it's very when it comes to retail, this is usually practice. The cashier will be giving some change at the beginning of the sales session, and then so this is where the cashier will add the change. So I'll add it like 4,000, and then you can also as well provide the notes. Now I'll open up a session. In some cases, once you click open the session, you'll be asked to choose the cashier name and then add the PIN, your PIN, to be able to access the point of sale. But in this particular database, that configuration has not been done. So I'll go straight in. Okay, so I can see some of the products available. In most cases, the product list is usually very large, so you can carry out your search here. Let me search for cotton. Right, so you can see as you search, the items will come up, and you can click on it to add to the cart. You can click on it again to increase the number, or you can actually click on these numbers here to increase the quantity, because it's the quantity is activated on the keypad. So that's fine. Then one other capability of Odoo that makes Odoo very, easy to use is the search function. So let's say I want to search something like chair, and I'm not able to know the spelling of chair, so I can actually remember that there's something like AIL in chair. So that will be able to search for all the items that are carried that particular alphabet. So you can see now pair of jeans, you can see pair of shoes, you can see office chair, and all of that. So I can add it to the cart. And then also, if you are using a barcode scanner, you don't need to search for anything. You just use your barcode scanner and scan the product, and that will bring it here. Okay, so you can set the quantity, you can apply. Let's say you don't want this particular, you added this, and the customer says, no, can you remove that? I don't want this particular pair of jeans. you can use the backspace here or the backspace on your keypad to remove the product. First of all, it will remove the quantity, and first of all, it will clear up the quantity and then clear up the product. So I'll do this, and then but be sure that the product is selected. So I can add more products to carry out these sales. I can add pair of jeans, just a demo. Then the next thing you would like to do is to add the customer. If your business requires you to set the customer information, so you can go to customer here and you can create new customer, put the name, the address, and the phone number, and of course the email. But I have customers here already, so I like to use Adekunle, or probably let me use someone that has a phone number. Ayokunle Emmanuel has a phone number and email. Alright, so once you add it, you'll be required to set the customer, meaning that you should add the customer to this particular sales. Okay, so remember, you can do a discount of product. You can actually add a price manually. Alright, so I'll proceed to the checkout. Here the total bill here is 93,525. Then the customer chooses to pay 80,000 bank transfer, and then the balance with cash. Or the customer chooses to pay let's say 10,000 with cash. So you select cash and then you add the amount that the customer is paying into that channel, in this case cash. Then the customer wants to make a transfer of the remaining balance to the bank. In some cases, maybe the customer also transfer 80,000 to the bank. So the balance here is 3,525. You can't validate because there is still amount to take care of. Now, so if you have a way of selling on credits to the customer, then you can now select customer account. So in this transaction, the customer has paid 10,000 cash and then transfer 80,000 to the bank, and then credit sales is the balance payment. Then also, if I want to print out the invoice, so normally when you validate it, to print out a thermal small printout, a POS printout, you know about it. But if I also want to print the these particular transactions on the invoice, I will have to select invoice here. But remember, you can't print invoice except you attach a customer to these sales. So it's not all the sales you can attach customer. This is just a working customer. You don't need to get their names and email if that's how your business operates. Then the shipped letter here means that this customer is buying this item, but we don't have it at hand right now. So we promise to ship this item later. Or the customer pays for this item, but will return to pick it up some other day or some other time. Alright, so that's fine. You can see that the remaining balance is 0, and then the validate button is active. So you go ahead and then validate this particular sales. Now, what's going on here is that once you click validate, the product will be subtracted from the stock. The cash payment or the payments will be added to the bank or the account, and then also sales is recorded. You can choose to send this customer. This is the printout. Once it's configured for you, this is supposed to be printed out automatic, or you can send it to the customer by email, or you can also print out the receipt. Now, while doing that, you can see that the invoice, because I activated the invoice, and then you can see that the invoice is also generated on here. You can see the other payment that was paid to the bank. You can see the one that was paid to the cash, and you can see what the customer is owing us. They are all here. You can see the source of this receipt, and then you can see the date and then the customer's information. And once that is done, so I go ahead to make a new sales. So I'll go ahead and do no more sales, and that's this customer is still shopping or is trying to make a transfer to the bank, and then the other customer on the queue. I can go to the new order and then click on the order, sell to the other customer who is ready to make the payment now. Now, if your product requires lot and serial number, you'll be required to provide that. Okay, so then go ahead to check this customer out, and this customer is still trying to. So you can see your list of order pending right here that people have done. So the other customer is now back. I can now continue and finish up the checkout. Now there are other things you can do, like refund, and then refund, it's easy. So the customer need to come back with their receipt. So once you get the receipts of the payment, you can enter the order number here, right? You can now say receipt number, or you can search by receipt number, by date, or by the name of the customer. So I search by receipt number, that's 05, and I see it's here. Okay, so let's see what this person bought. Okay, so let me not use this one. Let me use something that when we have so many purchases, so I can be able to show you how this is done. Okay, so I'll use this one. So now this customer bought cotton fabric, a pair of shoes, pair of jeans, but the customer choose to return one pair of shoe. He bought two, but now he wants to return one. So how do you make the refund? So that's easy. Select that particular product and then enter the quantity to return. So in this case now, this is the pair of shoe. You have two quantities was bought, and we are returning, the customer is returning one. So we can go ahead and make the refund here. Now you can see that it's -1, and then we are returning 30,000 to the customer. So in some cases, we don't want, the customer must buy something because we can't refund cash. So it's now making an exchange. This is what we call exchange. So the customer chooses to buy iPhone, let's say iPhone 11 Pro Max. Okay, so this iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, since it's exchanging this product, you can see that this is the price for this product, and the other one is a return. And then so the balance the customer is going to balance us is 236,500 instead of 250,000. So that's very easy. So I can check it out now, and then I can, if it's all cash, that's fine. Then I can go ahead and then validate. So that's how you can make a refund. So automatically that product will be taken back to the store, and then the money that the customer gave us will be refunded either by exchanging the product or giving back the money if that's your policy. Okay, so I'm done for today, and I want to go home, or I want to go for break. If you're going for break, you can as well close it. Once you say close, you can keep the session open and go for your break. That takes you back to the back end. Or maybe you wanted to see how much you sold. If your company allows you to see that, then you can continue selling. Okay, but let's say I'm done and I'm ready to go home. I need to balance my accounts before I go. So far, all of my sales, I can see them here. So there was 80,000 naira transferred to the bank. I don't need to remit that because it's already in the bank. So, but I need to remit this one which I collected as cash. Remember you have here 4,000 naira, which was like the opening cash, right? And then Then we have the money we collected in cash is 246,000. Remember, yeah, that's the money we collected in cash so far for open all our sales. If you add the 4,000 change that was given to me at the beginning of the sales session, so that takes me to this price. So I need to remit this money once. Okay, so you can see, so it's supposed to be 200, and yeah, so once you type the amount here, the difference is here, before you can close the session. If it's not complete, the system will not allow you to close the session except your companies allow that policy. Okay, so I have my full cash, and then so I'll close my session, and then I am done for the day. Maybe I still want to see more details or more of my sales, like Lucky Shop. I want to see details of my report. You can get your order report here and see what you've been selling. But if you want more details of what product was sold and how much was sold, you can get details for all the shop if you are the business owner or the manager or accountant, or you can get it for individual shop. So I would like to get it from 13 to 16, which is today. I can even set the timing for that particular. So I want to get a report for this, so I'll go ahead and then print out the report. So report will carry, this particular report will carry all of my sales, and I can see the items, all of the items that was sold today from that particular shop. So you can see these are the items that were sold today, the quantity, and then these are the payments. So bank totally, all the money I went to bank today, 80,000. All the cash that came today is this. Then the customer is owing us credit of this amount, and then our tax is here, and our total sales for today is this amount. Okay, so that's very easy. Now you can always check out your order, your session, your payment, and everything else. All right, so that's why you can see different. So for the Lucky Shop, these are the different things that was sold today at different orders. This was a refund. You can see the customer name, you can see everything else. All right, so I hope that helps one way or the other. If you have any question, please feel free to get in touch with us. Our website address is growthstack.gs. Once you get there, you'll be able to see a chat, or just get to the contacts page. You get our phone numbers and our email. You can contact us. It doesn't matter whether you're a GrowthStack customer or not. We are always available to assist anyone using Odoo system. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate your coming or tuning to the channel today. Feel free to like and then subscribe to our channels for more video. Thank you very much. Okay.